The other annoying thing, there we go. The other annoying thing about YouTube is that you can be streaming. You can be streaming it to YouTube. In your little window, you can see the stream active on YouTube, but you have to hit an extra little button on YouTube. Like on Twitch, as soon as I start broadcasting from OBS, it's live. On YouTube, I start broadcasting in OBS. That's not enough. I have to hit another button to officially say go live. And yep, sorry about that. I forgot to do that. Oh, y'all missed the whole countdown and everything. Don't worry. You haven't missed any gameplay at all on YouTube. Just the hellos. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Lord Lapit, thank you very much for the gift subs to the channel over on Twitch. I really think gift subs are such a nice way to support and grow a channel. I really appreciate it. And all those people who just got the gift sub, then you remember you can join the Discord where we have a hoot. I just saw Maxnor got a gift sub over there, which Maxnor will forever and always be associated with Terra Invicta at this point. I'm actually playing a Terra Invicta campaign on my own right now. That's lovely. I'm playing as Project Exodus because honestly, leaving Earth sounds like a great idea right now. Okay, we are currently playing as Rome. Yeah, we decided to combo the two. So let's start our recap so we can start playing. We decided to play as Trung Trac of the Roman Empire because Trung Trac, their first commander, gets 3 automatic promotions. As Rome, our army commander is replaced by the Legatus, and if it has 3 promotions, which our first one will automatically get for free, it has a charge to create a new settlement. So our army commander can double as kind of a settler. So we have already done that. We have a second army commander. I don't think he's reached level 3. I don't know where... Oh wait, as Rome, our army commander icon is different. So this one's level 3. This is probably the one we started... Oh no! This must be the one we started with. So this one is level 3. And does have a charge. Okay, it's ready to go and plop down another settlement, although we're over the settlement limit by 1. And at the very least, my Kenny over here. Oh my god, they killed my Kenny. Currently has an unhappy face. It's at -3 happiness, so we might want to resolute that before we settle, but I think the idea, we're going to go over here and settle. Now, for some reason, Napoleon over here is upset with us. I think it has to do with the fact that we got in a big war with him and took over most of the cities. In fact, I thought we were about to wipe him out, but right before we took his last city, which was Knossos over here, he did plop down Sparta. So he's still alive. Fine, that's okay. Amina also doesn't like us. Actually, we did get pulled into a war with her. I think she ended up allying with Napoleon after the war started, like a couple of turns later. So we did find ourselves in a war, so now we don't have a great relationship. We might consider trying to reconcile over there.
I had to stay in and plied a lot of Civ 7.
Hey!
We had 2 snowstorms in 3 days. Dumped over 70 centimeters of snow on Montreal.
That's crazy. We've gotten a lot of snow here too. Not as much as I think in sort of southern Ontario and southern Quebec. I think you guys got a ton more, but it has been ridiculous because all throughout, like up until the end of January, I felt like we had barely any snow. I was like, this is weird. I get someone to come and like plow the driveway with their truck, and I pay like a flat fee for the entire winter. And I was thinking, man, I am not getting my value out of this year. And in mid-February here, holy cow, I think they've had to plow more than they have the entire winter to date, which is amazing. As for Track, all the commanders you produce start at level 3. Is what someone is saying. What? No. Carneater, this text says gain 3 free levels on your first army commander. It does not say all commanders I produce start at level 3. Is it glitched? Does it actually give us level 3 on all of them? I didn't think so. Oh yeah, and you're right. The other guy's level 6, so he probably has another charge too. We do get the 20% commander experience regardless, which is great. We do get extra science in cities in Tropical, which our capital is. I don't know if any of other cities are. It would be nice. No, this is Forest, because I think we're probably going to acidify Athens. Your flat desert. Knossos. Hold on. Knossos is in Rainforest. If we're going to make another settlement into a city, it should maybe be Knossos on the basis that they will get 10% more science. Or, I mean, we might make Knossos and Athens. That's entirely possible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you tried the AI mod? No. The only mod I'm running currently is a slight UI mod to mostly for the tooltips improvement, which is great. I like it. And originally the UI mod I was running made it so you can click on a city banner to get diplomacy, but I think that's in the base one as of patch 3 right now. Anywho, let's take a quick look through our cities, our settlements, and then get started. So Roma seems to be going fine. We've got, I think for this stage, a decent amount of food and decent amount of production, certainly. And we are currently building a wonder. We're building the Colosseum. We could consider buying the saw pit, which might accelerate the Colosseum. Although at this point, I suspect that 2 extra hammers might not do it. We've got the village of, or the town of Aquileia here. The village, again, or town, I should say, of Catana, which could use it for things. Neapolis. Athens, which I was considered making a city, although, because it was Napoleon's original capital. Although I have to say, its production base is bad. It's really bad. Now, if the population grows and we take more of these rocky areas, build some mines and things like that, and especially if we were to build a brickyard and then still expand to all those things, we could get its production up. But it's actually kind of miserable right now for that. So maybe it's not the priority to convert over to a city. Kinney seems to be going fine. Other than the unhappiness here, I suspect that this doesn't have fresh water. I don't know if there's any way to check that afterwards. One of the annoying things in here is that when we get our breakdown for happiness, it's got deductions. It doesn't tell us here where it's coming from. We can get a little bit of info here if something is coming. Which one's the unhappiness? Right over here. So like for building maintenance and stuff, but it's really not clear. I guess this is also a conquered settlement, so that's probably where some of the unhappiness is coming from. That's one of the nice things with the age mechanic. Like some people hate the age mechanic. Some people have been like posting on Reddit like, oh my god, it's the greatest thing ever. Some people are like, it's fine. It's, it is what it is. One of the things with the age transition is I think it does sort of reset the ownership of the cities, which is something nice. In some of the other versions of Civ, it does feel like, people will hold a grudge for an infinitude amount of time for a city conquest. And it's like, at a certain point, it's like, it's been 2,000 years. Like, this is our core city now. One of the things I do like about the Paradox games, right, is that core mechanic where a nation can have a core on a province, and eventually that can expire, or you can conquer it, and eventually you can develop it. And that was a pretty good way to represent, like, if a particular piece of land was, really accepted as belonging to one particular nation versus another. We should probably get a granary here, because I think this is going to stay as a town. Although, on the other hand, maybe I should just slap down the altar on the basis that we could use a little bit of happiness offset. That is really good food. And if we grow a little bit faster, there's a good chance that some of these tiles might have some happiness on them. So actually, I think I'm going to go and get the granary started. And since this is going to stay as a town forever, actually, maybe I should do it here just to push out the borders. But I was thinking about just putting it in a city center. I guess it sort of kind of doesn't matter. No, I'm going to put it in here because these are good farmable lands, which I'm going to want to use as farms in a town if I can. So we'll do that, and we'll try to expand out in that direction. How much more money do I have? $300. Okay. So Nozo still has a while of unrest, 14 turns. So if I am going to make it in the city, and it does actually have, well, no, its production isn't great, but I think we will probably turn it into a city. I think it will have decent production, which is good. This is burning. Oh, I guess I can't repair it until it's out of unrest. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I still could turn Athens into a city. I think maybe I will. Let's do it. Oh, that's true. And that's something I hadn't realized, but yeah, commanders give 10%, reduce unhappiness by 10% per level, something like that. So we could consider it. Oh, it's 400 for this. I could have made it into a city before. Now I can't, so we might just wait. Resource alignments are available. We have a bonus cotton available. Do we have a bonus resource that gives happiness? Yes, although it is being used somewhere that needs the happiness. Okay. Since this does give production, I'm going to want to give it to one of my cities. So, one of my cities. Right now, it's only the one. Let's do this. Right, we still have these annoying barbarian ships that are buzzing around Rome that we keep shooting.
I thought that money was the most important thing in life.
So the market is fine, but the bath is particularly exciting. Both for the food and the 10% growth production. And now, where might I want to go? Okay, we do have bronze working plus a mastery, which is important for warfare. I'm not sure there's anything else that screams out as like being super important in the short run. Although what we could do is we could make a rush up to mathematics. Navigation is a dead end. You don't have to research it, although it does have a wonder that we might build. And some decent masteries, right? This mastery is pretty good, despite being a dead end. Military... we get some codices. Actually, I think I like the idea of going engineering maybe directly into mathematics. Yeah, the villa actually... Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me take that back. We're going to get the wheel because of the villa. The happiness could be useful in places, but any buildings that gain influence. Influence is hard to come by. Right now, we're only making like 4 per turn right now because of some things that have happened with diplomacy. Yeah, no, plopping those down would actually be huge. All right, so we're going to keep plunking away at this annoyingly stupid thing. And yeah, we'll check to see if the level 6 guy has charges. I think he's... Oh, we got a flood? Okay.
It is easier to find men who will volunteer
Oh, or promotion for free.
than to find those who are willing to endure pain.
Do I want to change my policies? We're not producing military units. We're not producing military units. So, I mean, this ain't much because it's just in the palace, but I think we're going to go and throw those in right now until we get something better. It's not like we're producing that much science and culture right now, so it's definitely doing something. I would love code of laws for the merchant stuff. Okay, we've completely finished all of the Roman stuff. Excellent. I think one of our priorities here is to grab the stuff that increases our settlement limit, which, as far as I know, is down entertainment and down organized military. That's the codex, and this is the free merchant, which is good but doesn't lead there, because we're already over our limit. I mean, it might be nice to unlock some of these wonders as well. Gate of All Nations is actually insanely good. You know what? The mastery takes so little time to research. I think I might do this. I kind of wish we could tell here if someone had already built it, but I think we will go and do this. Oh, right, you got a little flood, so we'll repair the fishing K. Try TCS improved plot tooltip. Supertech just added compatibility in UI for that. Oh, nice. Okay, that's great to know because I had seen that. Hang on. Boom, 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 boom. Used about 50 plus influence my first game. Probably not in the Antiquities age, though, I'm assuming, Ash Pollen. Later on, sure, you get a lot of it. Okay, I opened a tab, so I'll be able to reference that mod later. So we've already done the repair. It just doesn't, this screen just doesn't refresh. It's just minor glitch. A little bit annoying sometimes, but it's a minor glitch. I can probably wait on the altar, the brickyard. Yeah, unless I convert this to a city. I think I will. I think I'm going to convert Athens to a city. It is going to make, was it Knossos I think I was talking about doing? It'll make that slightly more expensive, but it still has, at this point, what, 13 more turns of unrest to do? Whiskey and chocolate.
What is your favorite version of Settlers of Catan? Puns time. Life is what you bake it. Give peas a chance. Sweet dreams are made of cheese. Nothing's impasta able.
Cool Man always comes in with the puns. Favorite version of Settlers of Catan. I've only ever played the base version. And I'm not, like, a huge fan of Settlers of Catan. I find there's a lot of RNG there. I appreciate what it did for board gaming, is that it introduced people to sort of Euro-style board games and more strategic board games, you know, things beyond, like, Monopoly and Life, although I like Life a lot. But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Settlers. I've had some great times with it, but yeah, I've only ever played the base game, no expansions, nothing. And maybe that's the problem. I think I am going to start with the barracks here. Athens happiness is fine. I mean, getting our unique stuff is good, but I think we need extra production in Athens, so we'll do that. Unless no, we're not going to be able to save up to buy the barracks anytime soon. It's $300? No. I'll just start building it. That's going to be okay. 7 right over here for triple adjacency. That's kind of beautiful. So we'll do this. Other problem with Catan is how it's quite slow. People forget how long games can be. Yeah. You know, if I want sort of like a placement type game, like, you know, like how the road mechanics and stuff work in Catan, I'd probably, and as a good game to introduce new players to. One of the pro sides of Catan is it's relatively easy to introduce players to, although they can still kind of really do badly. I really like, what's it called? It's a game where you build like railroads across Europe or North America, depending on the edition you've got, with colored train cards, and you put down like tracks to connect cities. I have the board game. I love the board game. Ticket to Ride. Thank you very much. I think Ticket to Ride is, I mean, obviously it doesn't have like the town building mechanic the same way, but I think it has certain overlap with what Settlers of Catan does, and I think it does it extremely well. So you're still sort of healing. I think I'm probably going to wait for you. Although I guess, well, Knossos isn't the place that's unhappy. I guess if I don't need you on the front, I could park you over here to offset some of the unhappiness issues. That's not a bad idea, especially since I probably can't plop down a city anyway. Okay, I'm going to get this guy to retreat back here, provide some happy. Otherwise, the legions, I think we're mostly going to kind of slow march over here in case we need you. It's kind of like rough terrain and tricky to get through, but we'll see what we can do. Both games provide an opportunity for ruining your friend's days. That's the only thing, right? Because you can block each other, it might not be the ideal one. Although, I think the natural instinct with people starting on board games is, because a lot of the sort of oldie schooly ones tended to be, you mostly like, it was much more directly competitive, right? When you're thinking about things like a Monopoly, for example, right? Or Scrabble, you're blocking things and different stuff like that. And so I think the idea of like blocking someone through your actions in a game like Catan or Ticket to Ride, I don't think is actually a negative trait necessarily for casual board game players in introduction. On the other hand, you got to know your audience. Some people don't like board games because they don't like to compete. Okay, so, I mean, the food tiles are great. We don't really need to expand to anything else. I think, yeah, we're looking to pick up the resources. I'm not currently building a wonder. I'm going to get this dyes first because the happiness could be kind of useful in the short term. Over here. So that at least puts you to a 0, and we're still moving that other army commander over there. You have at least one more resource to get, so we're going to keep you growing for now. Miko, I would really prefer you didn't settle too close over here, but I guess I can't really stop you. I mean, if I wanted to settle right now, I could, because this Legatus does have another charge. And I'm going to wait for my city limit to get up a little bit more. Oh, you don't have any units inside you? It's whiskey and chocolate!
Coffee puns. Full steam ahead. Java nice day. Espresso yourself. One small steep for man. One giant steep for mankind. Every little thing is going to be all right.
Being all right. I like that one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Try checking the hidden, scroll down to wonders. Oh, that's true. That's true. I could do this. View hidden and then go down to the wonders and we could confirm some things. That's true. I still would like it in tech tree, and it's something no civ has had.
Thanks for the hundreds and hundreds of hours of YouTube entertainment, smiley face.
Argamandon! Thank you. Argamandon sounds like a good Roman name, doesn't it? Thank you very much. Holy cow. Feel the world needs more development co-op style board games. They can be super fun and few hard feelings. Absolutely. I love co-op style stuff because I always feel very uneasy with direct competition because I very much hate losing, but I also don't feel comfortable beating people. So it's like kind of a bad situation to be in. The only possible thing, the only problem that can develop with cooperative board games is sometimes you fall into the trap of a table captain, one person who's basically playing the entire game for everyone. So it can help if there's like more hidden information or stuff like that. Like one of the issues with Pandemic is that basically all the the information's out in public. So you can have one person that sort of plans every moves. And it doesn't help that in that one, it's kind of important sometimes to plan the next 3 moves. Like, okay, if I do this, 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 and then you do that, that, then Billy can do this, this, this. And it's like, great, okay, fine. So you've just literally played everyone's next few turns. So there's pros and cons. I'm a little bit worried over here. I hope Amina is not planning on starting something with my commander a little bit exposed. Also, she's kind of getting in my way, which is annoying. I'm going to go and clear this because we don't have much influence production, so I just want to go and blow this up. So, try to make your way forward, please. Did you... I guess you might have gotten volcanoed. Load yourself in there. And, actually, maybe we'll look to get one archer... You can't reinforce. Why is this grayed out? I kind of wish that this reinforce icon would tell you sometimes why it's not available. This unit still has room. You're in friendly territory. Sometimes it feels like maybe if the unit is too close, you can't activate the reinforce button. But I don't know. I like the crew as a co-op game because you can't have someone play. What is the crew? I don't know if I played this. Is this in the board game? The crew, the quest for Planet 9. Oh, is this one of the? Is this the one that you're playing? It's basically just a card game. Yeah. I actually think that one's quite swell. See, this one can reinforce. There must be like a minimum distance to allow for reinforce.
Do nothing which is of no use.
You know, we're about to fight an independent power. So I think I actually will just temporarily drop tool making and pick honor up for a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to accept this, actually. Although what I'd really like... Oh, no, perfect. I want more deals with Ashoka because I want to bring him up to maximum happiness so that we can ally with him as well. Mina is spying. They gain a vision of my commanders. Okay, that's probably okay. Okay, I should get Code of Laws. Even though it doesn't lead to a settlement increase, we do really need to get trade going. So what's funny here is that even though this is like theoretically full of possible reinforcements, I can still trigger the reinforcement for the units. Although I am wondering, actually, I don't need more to take this city. Just in case Amina's about to start something, I'm actually going to go and pull my troops back over here and just set us up around Knossos. Knossos. Actually, I believe in Greek, the K isn't actually silent. That's why, or, and also with the P's, like all the Greek words that have like pneumatic, for example, right? I think it is actually pneumatic. So you do have net positive right now, happiness, because we do have the commander in there. And again, this commander does have a charge ready to put down a settlement, but I'm a little bit worried about happiness management for now. So I'm just going to get you to chill out over here for a little bit. And yeah, we did need to keep some archers on the coast because annoyingly there were barbarian ships buzzing around. Same thing over here. I don't know, it's all Greek to me. Hey-oh, nice. Guthindia here, I suspect, is probably one of the things sending some of these ships. I don't know if we're going to be in a position to befriend all these guys. Again, this one will probably burn down. We might be able to befriend the one in the south. Although, if we keep being offered these deals, and I would love to accept for the food, but I cannot. So we'll just do this. You'll get the food. I'll get the money. Actually, I have enough money. How much? Oh, sorry. How many turns? Okay, still 8 turns before we can buy that into a city. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I might buy the brickyard here and give you a little bit of extra production. Do we have a slot with an ageless building already? No. Okay. I'm probably not going to be building farms in a place that's going to stay as a city, because I tend to give them food from villages and then prioritize production. So I'm going to go and put the brickyard here on top of what would be a farm tile. Although it is a river tile, which can be a lot more valuable. I'm still wondering if that might be the case. Oh yeah, we can build the Gate of All Nations. Okay, I think I will go for this. I think that shaved to turn off the barracks. I think it was going to be 5 turns, and now it's 4. I'm not sure if that's true. Okay. I mean, we might want more units on our front, but we seem to be okay. Maybe I will go and just give a little reinforced command to this one. You're just going to fortify where you are. Still have to explore out in this direction, actually. Suppose I could move with this archer over here. I might incentivize them to come after Rome. They seem to come closer when it
While
looks
stands the Colosseum,
broken.
Rome shall stand. When falls the Colosseum.
Does having walls make war declarations less likely? I think it does. I mean, having your units around, and especially, I think, parked in a city, because I think, like, the AI, usually in these games, the AI has full vision, because programming AI that has to deal with unknowns is very hard. Very, very, very difficult to program the AI to have a concept of there's stuff over here, there might be something. These unknowns are very hard to deal with. So virtually every game gives the AI perfect vision. I have no idea if that's the case in Civ 7, but virtually every game gives the AI perfect vision. But generally speaking, they're programmed to sort of almost not act on it necessarily. But I suspect that having a city without a defender, having cities without walls, probably increases the chance of getting declared on. I also strongly suspect that while we can't see an instant count of everyone's units, they might have a sense. In previous Civ games, you could usually get an overall count of like soldiers. Like you didn't have vision over someone else's army, but you could tell if they had like double the total number of troops as you did in some way. And it would be nice to have here. Okay, the +2 combat strength is obviously amazing. I kind of think we can probably live without it, though. I bet you we're going to be okay. Maybe that's crazy, but we're going to do that. So we can also build the Gate of All Nations, which I think I'm going to go immediately here in the capital. Although personally, you know what? I'm going to purchase this saw pit, which isn't much, but it's something. No, we don't have a plot with ageless stuff. I mean, the palace can. Maybe I won't. Okay, Gate of All Nations. It's kind of 6 of one, half a dozen. How many turns was it? 6 turns? Yeah, let's just start. So what's amazing... Oops, I shrunk this. What's amazing about this wonder, I mean, isn't really its production, really, because there's really not. It's mostly getting some adjacencies here. But the plus, it's +2 support in all wars. For some reason, I thought it was +1. Yeah, I'll just do this one. It's fine. Okay. And that's insanely potent. Okay, so that's good to know. Oh, right, you're on the coast, so you can be shot by these ships now. Okay, that's not ideal, and in fact, I'm not entirely sure I can escape you. Alright, so unpack and immediately go into here. Oh my god, that's a lot of ships. Okay, let's disperse this immediately. Giving production, I think it went to Rome. So it is now only 1 turn away from building this wonder. That's excellent. These guys won't disappear, I think. I think they'll have to be killed. But at least they're not spawning new stuff. Amina... I mean, I was kind of thinking of settling over here. I mean, and we do have the charge on our legatus. She might plop things down now that this village is gone. So be it. Tell you what, I'm going to pause you where you are. To get your heals off. Oh, and more settlement over here. Although, if they haven't actually plopped anything... Hold on a second.
No.
Are we up to what? 4 wonders now? Hang on. Oh, 2 wonders. Okay. Right, all I have to do is conquer 1 more city. Or I have 2 charges. If I plop down both charges, we're going to complete this. I'm actually wondering if I should put it down here. Oh, no fresh water in this tile. And what's annoying, if I do move, it is going to eat all of my movement. Non-fresh water is a -5 happiness penalty, which isn't something that is going to break you, but it's not necessarily ideal. Okay, if moving onto the river is going to eat all my movement anyway, I do think I'm going to go here because it will put this totally not sugar into range. I think I like this. So I'm going to go here. And I'm assuming I can't actually use... No, I'll have to wait until you get some movement, but we are going to plop that. Okay, so we're done on our tech. Right, I did get the wheel for the villa. And all these codices are great for extra tech, obviously. Don't get me wrong on that. Do we have room for codices? Actually, here's a question. Oh, I do. I do have room for 3. You know what? Let's do that. If I go down and check, because this is sort of like high cost here. I mean, I think it puts the main techs first and then the masteries second. But yeah, so 7 turns we can get currency, which will give a codex. I don't need the movement on siege units right now, so I think I'll do this because the codex will translate to more movement or more tech, which is great. Yeah, let's get our villas going maybe next. Unless here's a good question. Right, because the bath has to be on a river. Gets adjacency for navigable rivers and coast and wonders. What's our city center here? Okay, so that's literally the only place we're ever going to be able to put a bath here in Rome. And it's going to get no adjacencies whatsoever. Which doesn't mean it's necessarily a bad pick, but I'm not sure it's as high priority. I forgot the commander can settle 1 tile away. Shite. Yeah, I always forget that. Until I hit the button, and then it prompts me for where I want to settle. So I could have moved the commander here and done the settle there command. Part of me's like, should I reload? I don't know. Let's get this villa down. And yeah, we'll do this, complete one of these districts adjacent to the palace, which gives us the extra science and culture. And yeah, we'll get the influence coming in. Okay, so your production has gotten a lot better. Your happiness is currently okay, although the altar does give us production, which is nice, because I think we took the bonus from fishing boats. I'm just trying to decide if maybe I just want to pursue my unique pair over here. All right, +1 culture and gold for every unique tradition in government. Yeah, that's right. We are incentivized to slot in more traditions, although that's typically what we do anyway. Well, let's check. What would be the best place for this? So one of these two maybe for that one. And yeah, equally go to over here. Either way, it's getting the extra one on the influence. Okay, tell you what, I'm going to do that. And I do like to queue both buildings right away to make sure that I don't place things in the wrong place. Yep, Basilica plus Temple of Jupiter. Wonderful. Get those both queued up. Excellent. It's the same turn. You're there. I guess I'll go and just protect the tile. Pull you back so we don't get bombarded from these ships. Are the crises at the end of the air the same every time? No, it seems to be a pool of random. I don't know if it's influence based on your own actions or how that works. Yeah, I think I still like this spot. So let's do that. Oh, we've unlocked the Incans with their mountain preferences. That's a really high food tile. We're obviously going to want to drop a farm there. I think if we've got some money, and we do, how far are we? Knossos. Okay, first of all, I should repair your woodwork. Knossos needs 1,000. Okay, it needs the full 1,000 for the city stuff. Although as it grows, it'll get more. I'm going to spend some resources over here. You got -5 happiness right now, which is very annoying. You're going to be building farms. I'll put down a granary. I think I'm just going to put down the city center for you. And then let me double check my Pantheon. I think it is, yeah, fishing boats, which Ostia's not going to have. It might still be worth putting down the altar for the 2 happiness. Not that it's going to fix your problem, although it would if we gave you a resource, actually. So let me do this, and then resources should... No, that's interesting. Resources unlocked when you get a new slot, but apparently settling a new settlement, even though it has a slot, doesn't unlock it. I mean, obviously, also getting an actual new resource unlocks it. But yeah, okay. So your charges are gone. I might leave you parked here for now. I'll certainly leave at least 1 legion here. In fact, I think I'll probably leave 2. I'm not going to park them next to the volcano because that's a good way to get some damage. We'll give some fortify commands. That's going to be cool. Bit of a front line forming here. Tell you what, I'm going to... Oh, I can't reach friendly territory this turn. Okay, well... Let's scooch you forward. So this is Himiko, who's my bro. Although there might be a little bit of forward settling here. Can I... No, I can't purchase anything else right now. That might want to have claimed a few more tiles. Got the Plague and Antiquity. Yeah, the Plague is a tricksy one. Unlocks physician units and things. Me, it's the one that gives the massive unhappiness. That's the hardest one to manage.
For a tooth.
Oratory. Let's drop honor, put in oratory. I mean, again, these are our actual traditions here, but and we do get some benefits from putting them in, right? Is it from our quarter, our unique district? It's 1 culture, 1 money, I think, for each one of these. Which right now, I think charismatic leader kind of balances out for now. Because we don't, or maybe not, maybe it's still ahead because we don't actually have our unique quarters down yet. That's entirely possible. Okay, we're going to now work our way. Let's go public life to entertainment to get some settlement limit stuff. Because now we're up 2 over, which is certainly going to impact things. I do like constructing buildings, but I love the food, so we're going to go with that. There we go. We did get an extra slot now. So yeah, okay. I'll just slot these in with the idea that they will boost our unique district. This Legatus, you're just going to chill here. We do have a charge on the other one, but I'm going to wait. Oh yeah, and our legions get +1 combat. That's true. So lots of resources waiting for us in Men Nefer, so I think we will go there. We could also use our merchants to generate roads, but I don't think we'll have to. All right, you are resting, but I think really what I want to do is reinforce you over here, now that I think about it. I might not be able to do this turn because I did things. Grow here. I might want to go... Where's their city center? Oh, that's my own city, so I'm not actually competing. Okay, so I have the flexibility of just grabbing some food tiles. Neopolis is size 7. with the happiness problem still, which doesn't surprise me. I'm going to buy the granary first. And do that. Yeah, we just mostly need to fix our settlement limit issue. So a little bit of volcanic explosion. That's fine. Volcano never hurt any Roman cities. Okay, I was gonna say I might want to prioritize happiness resource, which I don't have. I could prioritize this because it's happiness here in a great tile, but I am thinking about making sure that we don't lose out on as much stuff. I just realized we did lose out on the camel here. It's still possible to settle over there, and we might. I'm not too worried about losing this right this second. Let me expand here for just more food for Ostia. Okay, no wonders to be built right now. I probably will get a few merchants going. I've got at least 2 more cities I could open trade with. I could also check to see if there's anywhere I'd want to build roads, although I don't think we need some. I think I don't know if I need it strictly, depending on if I build more units. How many units do we have? 8, 12. Okay, so going into the next stage, you get to carry over 6 units for free, and I've got 2 legatus, which means I can do another 8. So I actually don't need to worry about building another army commander to carry over all my units. So that's good to know. Okay, I think it's going to be a fine idea for me to get out a couple more merchants to set up some trade routes. Yeah, we got some low happiness. I know. Yeah, do your... Why can't I hit a reinforce over here? Look at that. Wait, this isn't the reinforce. That's the add to army button. It's friendly territory. Is it because I'm not healthy? Why is there no reinforce button? Yeah, renaming Ostia to Pompeii would make a lot of sense. No city renaming yet. I'm assuming it will come. Oh! Ashoka loves me! Let's get an alliance going. That's probably going to go along... Let me check. You're not in a war with anyone, right? No. Okay. Form alliance. He says yes. Beautiful. I'm going to save my influence because... Yeah, over here, we're going to go and try to befriend this guy. This will take 3 turns? 4 turns? But that's okay. Right, and another merchant. So there is a road to be built from Rome. Rome doesn't actually have a connection to Neapolis, which is interesting. Now, that might not matter, because the thing is, here's Neapolis doesn't seem to have a connection to Athens or Knossos either. So right now, Neapolis doesn't seem to have a connection to any city. So if I were to specialize it, it actually wouldn't be sending its food anywhere. Okay, so I should do that. Plus, if nothing else, it might be convenient to have a road here. I could also actually, a road from Rome to Knossos would be great for moving units along here. But I am planning on turning Knossos into the city, so it doesn't really need that connection that way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Which means that if we were to focus Neapolis, it will now have a city to send stuff to. Although... The city stuff is a little bit... It may have been fine already. Yeah, Neapolis is connected to a Mycene, but it doesn't have a direct connection to a city. So if I were to... And then we can check it. So for example, I'm definitely going to make this a farming town. So if I do this, and then check, and say it's sending it to Rome, I don't think it would have been able to send it to Rome before this. But I could have checked first. Still, I think just for the ease of moving units, I'm happy to have the road. I'm going to keep you on growth focus for a tiny bit longer, because I think there's a little more tiles I'd like to grab over here. If nothing else, I think you could use some more fishing boats on the river, which are pretty strong. Oh! We got a crisis to start. Yeah, 70%. I didn't realize we were so close to starting this. Wow. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we can get to the wine, which is great. Okay, let me pick up this way. Although, again, there's some great tiles over here. I'm going to do this so that Anna can pop down here and head towards the wine. Okay, so this gives extra food to other cities. So we're going to put it in Athens. So yeah, we did get the happiness one. And this is actually annoying because... We don't have enough resource to fill everything. Even with trade, there's just not that much available. I guess I'm going to... No, I think I'm going to have to run this. Lumi says you should really consider using other town types. I mean, should I? I don't know. I mean, at this point, maybe for this one, I should take the happiness boost. But I'm not impressed. A couple of the others mostly just translate to a little bit of cash. And I mostly like the food. I mean, at some point when the cities have grown very big, even if you're dumping hundreds of units of food into them, they aren't going to grow very quickly. That is true. But yeah, do I have more camels to actually remove is actually not a bad question. I do have a couple of camels I could remove here. It still wouldn't solve the issue though. But we will be looking into that. So engineering is done. No, it's not. It's got 18 turns left to go. Right, I picked up a few things. Oh, right, for the codices, which I could still pick up a few more. I think the wheel mastery's got one, and I've got room for it. Okay, let's do that first, because it is cheap, and I do have room for it. Yeah. I still want to get to mathematics. Very end... At the very least in your Tecumseh game, a fort town or two would have saved you a ton. That's true. I do have to look for opportunities to put a fort town. I mean, in my opinion, it's only sort of temporarily good, but... Okay, there you go. Entertainment for the settlement limit. That has to be our priority right now. 100%. We can get an oracle. I mean, I don't know how much this actually matters. The 10 culture per narrative event, like per age, admittedly, honestly, it's probably most meaningful in the ancient age because your culture tends to like skyrocket into like hundreds of generation later. So even in the third age, when you're getting 30 per event, meh. I mean, it does add up. And mostly I think we're going to build the oracle because in the antiquity age, we can progress one of our victory conditions based on it. So that is what I'm going to do. Okay, well, I guess it's going to go there. This is the only place I could build a bath in Rome, but it wasn't a very impressive bath. So I think it's totally okay for me to do this. We're going to establish the trade route here. So that gave us some resources. So let me yoink the camels out. Oh, yeah, right. I can't right now. Yoink out the camels. There we go. That's a bonus resource. Let me move you out of here. Let me put you here. And then in Athens, we can put this. So we may, in fact... Oh, yeah, I can't change my social policies right now. But right now, every single resource slot is full. So in our crisis slot, I could run Decadence next time we have an opportunity to make a change. I guess we'll go to Sparta and run and get a resource. It's not terribly great. The other thing I could do is put you in, move you to Knossos and build a road to connect up to something else. Interesting enough, this merchant can no longer connect here. I guess because it's fine. Now, I think I will send you to Sparta. Because why not? Silver's not a slottable resource. It's just one of the global empire-wide ones. So there's pros and cons to this. Terracotta army's been built. Okay. If we could do something to get a culture boost right now, that'd be swell. Oh, yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. I guess I could have gone here first to get the wine, although I do like this a lot. Throw the gypsum in there. Now, the gypsum is a +2 production in here. Yeah, okay. I'm going to go for the gypsum, because your production really is quite poor. Is there any reason we'd want to put the wool in somewhere? It is some happiness. Which doesn't actually solve our issues of happiness anywhere. I think it's a little bit better. Okay, I will build a villa here for sure. Yeah, we have unlocked the villas, so slapping these down would be great for the influence and things. This will fix our happiness here. A 5-2, so it looks like this is the place for it. Sounds great. Okay, so that fixes Ostia's happiness. And then I don't have enough money to buy another villa right now, or the altars. But that should probably be our priority. Oh, hello, Scout. I must have given you a long right click. Tell you what, do a... Actually, go here. And then we'll do a vision boost from here to try to see as far out into the sea as possible. Yeah, the crisis is just getting started. And it's already actually causing us some pretty significant problems. Since we're so happiness starved, I don't know if we can run specialists, unfortunately. What I'll probably do is I'm looking for production because this is a city and a production slot with a happiness is nice. That is a lot of food, admittedly, but I think I will grab the mine, say here. Although if I do one of these, then we can expand to this jade. Or very least secure it for now. I would like you to produce a villa. We can do a 142 villa. 142 is right over here. Actually, or I could put it in this district. Let's do that first. That sounds pretty good. Okay, let's do the search. Just push out as much as we can. Oh, dang it, I had enough influence this turn. I didn't notice that I was just over the 170 mark. So I was one turn too late over here. Hopefully we finish you before the end of the era. We shall see. And Rome can pretty much do whatever. Oh, there's a ivory resource. We can do this. Oh, an ally is at war. Oh! My allies are at war with each other. I'm just going to have to go neutral. So it broke both alliances, which sucks. What are you going to do? Okay. Yo, you would like to run a local festival together. Oh my god! I don't have enough to support. No, I need +3. All right, we'll just accept. The influence is still nice. I mean, it's only +3 in cities, not in all settlements. Such a shame. Really don't have much to do with the scout. I mean, I guess technically there might be some stuff over there. Anyway, let's run. Yeah, we'll run over here and see what there is. Oh, we did lose that archer. Hold on. You know, although they're not really harassing me over here. I was going to say I could quick purchase an archer, but I'm not gonna. This altar is actually pretty good here. Neither one of them gives us positive happiness. I still need both. So altar's more money, more faster, but the happiness is, or the influence is still pretty good. Okay, I'll build the villa first. A 3-2 villa, which we can basically do anywhere. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I'm not going to want to re-ally these people right now anyway, just because they're still going to be at war for a little bit. It might be worth doing an influence dump on these guys once I get to 100, just to accelerate that. All right, set up that trade route, please and thank you. We got alternate first for production. Aquilia doesn't get the actual production, it turns into money, which is kind of a way of production. Yeah, I would love to accept, but I can't, so we'll do that. Well, would I? I might still want to do the influence part. I don't know. Go back out to sea. Someone just built the Monk's Mound. I can't. I know it'll worsen relationships, but it'll also worsen relationships if I deny you a support in war either. At least this stops you from asking again for 10 turns. I don't think we're really going to hurt our influence. Now, I do still have the ability to put down one more settlement with my legatus, but especially with our unhappiness modifiers, we're going to have to wait.
I count the grains of sand.
The Orkly!
Even
and the wheel for the codex. Nice. An extra codex or some flat signs. I think I'll take the codex here. Not so much. It's not going to equal enough signs before the end of the game. Or the end of the era. But it is, you know, one of our goals to push forward. Okay. The arena for the happiness is good. And the military training mastery is another... Yeah, it doesn't matter as much on the tech route. Again, I want kind of engineering for this. But I think we do actually need the arena, so I'll go military training. Market's worth a fair amount of money. Actually, even the saw pit at the 3 isn't bad. Triple adjacency spot. I don't know. Because I'm just wondering about running the research initiative. Because we could use a little bit of a boost here. I think it's worth putting on the market first. I don't think it matters which place we put it. I might leave the coast open because some things are a little bit more... I mean, this is a different type of coast. But this has got 2 coastal tiles for things that might care about that. Maybe make sure to get all the Aegis building before the crisis ends. It doesn't really matter. Like, not... if the Aegis buildings are either going to be something that I care about or don't care about. Okay, let's get the altar here, because that's only going to get better if we do plop down some more fishing boats as well. So a 213 spot. These over here, I'll do it on the... Neither one of these are farming tiles anyway. I have more clay pits right now, so there's a better chance we'll build something to improve the clay pits. Yeah, so I will go and put the altar here. Town specialization is available. I need you to keep growing for now to get to the wine. Run away from these guys. Is there a goodie hut down there? No. No. Go inland. Thank you. And let's go. Oh, we got an ad about to start on Twitch. I'll remind you, I also stream on YouTube, so you can have both open if you want. Okay, +1 settlement limits, fixing our happiness so much. We've already built the Colosseum because we got it through our Roman ideas. Rites and rituals is kind of amazing. So... boom. I'm kind of torn, because we could put this in because it is... a tradition, but I don't think it's worth replacing anything else we've got. Can I change this right now? No, I guess you only change this when it gets to the next step. Okay. In the crisis. I want to go up to organized military for another settlement limit. Like right now, I don't think we've got any more happiness issues. If I do a quick cycle through all my cities, yeah, no one is negative. In fact, if I did go and pop another settlement right now, we'd only barely be in the negative in a couple of places. So maybe I want to do that with my legatus. Because there's a good settlement spot still available over here. This isn't terrible either, actually. So this is probably better. Right? Salt, a couple of silk. Like if I go, say, here, for example. No fresh water there, which does kind of suck. We might just have to eat that. I moved one down further here. Being on coast can have risk, of course. You can be attacked. It does get me this salt. Although, if we just go and integrate Huaji, which I don't think is going to happen, because I don't think we have enough influence production to integrate it. But that would be a pretty good one to eat for their resources. Alternatively... I think I might kind of like this spot. Or do we go and settle here? Because it would get fresh water, which would be better for the happiness. It still gets the salt, these two silk. Oh, it gets the wool, assuming we can grab it in time, versus Sparta. Actually, I might have been convinced to do this. So I'll move here. Because then on that turn, the next turn, I'll just be able to use my ability to settle there with this guy. You know, in south where there's like 5 jade. Oh, yeah, over here. Yeah. Do we just take that long walk over there for all the jade? I think these are city resources. I don't think we've got enough room to settle it all, but it is pretty insane. I don't like settling so far from my core. On the other hand, this is kind of far away from the AI. It's unlikely that they'd actually send someone over here right now. Get all the jade and form China? That's interesting. Oh, I guess it'd be in the next era, right? Like actual China? There's Ming here with a silk, which we've not quite got. We could. I don't love how far away it is. You're not wrong, though. Maybe we can settle there in the next age, right? Maybe that'd be the thing. Look to push them in this direction. Or someone else might grab it, in which case we'll... Oh, a better bat spot has opened up. Over here. With double adjacency. Well, that's not bad. We don't have a wonder. Build? Yeah, alright. Let's do that. And, okay. Here we could run specialist because we have enough happiness. That's actually pretty good, because we get the 2 production. Well, this is a 7 production tile, or 7 resource tile. This is also a 7 resource, or a 6 resource tile, actually. And I guess I don't need the production right now, because we actually... don't have that many things to build.
Many years of entertainment. Did you ever scratch the KSP itch you had the other day?
Bacon Eater, thank you so much for that. I don't know what's going on today. Are these belated Valentine's Day gifts? Roses are red, violets are blue. All I want is one more turn with you. Thank you so much. No, I didn't scratch the KSP itch, although I'm thinking about it because I've got Juno. What's it called? Juno installed. It used to be Simple Rockets too. Juno New Origins, which is actually kind of lovely. It doesn't have quite some of the sweetness of Kerbal with, the actual Kerbals, but it is a pretty strong game. If you're looking, if you're disappointed by KSP 2, appropriately, but you still want something that isn't KSP 1 because you want to change, check out Juno New Origins. It's cheap as heck too. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go into the city center. And slot that in. Okay, and yeah, again, everything is full, so we're kind of waiting for the next crisis age tick. Run away! I'm going to add support over here. I want this to go a little bit faster. Oh yeah, someone's asking why I'm not slotting the camels. Yeah, one of the policies, which I'm actually technically not running right now, but I want to. Next time there's an age tick over, I'm going to be running Decadence, so I don't want the extra slots. And the thing is, the camels don't do anything of themselves. So if I don't need the extra slots in my cities, there's no reason to put the camels anywhere. If I did right now, it means I could put the Cottonseed in Rome. And actually, I guess since I'm not running the policy yet, I guess I could have, but I just want things to be ready. So you're friendly in 5 turns, okay. And then you're gone, although these guys still exist until they get booped off. And for all I know, there's still some city statage that might exist. There's maybe potentially some land there, maybe potentially some land here, although I'd be very surprised. Maybe a city state up there. That's entirely possible. Okay, you're still losing out on 1 happiness. None of the tiles have it. Apparently, it's sort of hidden, but apparently tiles, their happiness comes from like the adjacency, like potentially the natural beauty from the adjacent stuff. Oh, there's a happiness here, and it will expand into the incense. So that seems like a pretty good thing to do. I'm going to quickly purchase and repair the fishing boat. Actually, I've got a good amount of money. I need to figure out what I want to do with it. Here's the thing. Since we are nearing the end of an age, maybe I don't want to citify Knossos. Because I'm just going to have to redo these cities later, right? Productions occur. Let's get the monument. Anything with the influence is actually quite good to carry to the next era. Because they're gonna turn into... This, I believe, unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong, in the next era, the adjacency bonuses of the monument will go away, because all buildings, if it's not ageless, they lose their adjacency bonus, and their base yields get set to 2.
So here is one, just for you.
Thank you, Thunar. It really, I really appreciate it. All that is really nice. I will let you in on a little secret for the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. There has not been any kind of withdrawal whatsoever from the whiskey part of the fund this month. In fact, of any type whatsoever. Been running a dry February. On the other hand, the chocolate sure is nice. I actually got some really, really nice chocolate from Essentia for Valentine's Day that I'm very slowly picking my way through. Like a box of each individual one is like beautiful chocolate, unique flavors that I've never had before that are just amazing. So yeah, there's been some chocolate deductions from the fund. But no whiskey this month. So far. We'll see. Not making any hard and fast decisions. It just is what it is, All right, so I'm going to put that down here. Oh, to finish the thought, the monument, so all buildings get their production set to 2 in the next era. Like the antiquity buildings get that. It's 3 for exploration into modern. But I think it'll do both. So I think this is going to become a 2 culture, 2 influence building in the next era. It's just a static thing, which probably means we will delay replacing it for as long as possible. But yeah, that seems okay, because influence is always nice. We should probably get the villa down for the happiness. So this is a purchase. We could specialize this, but I keep wanting to grow this city. But let's get the villa down. Replacing the woodcutter, which is not a priority for a village. Which will mean putting things back. Although, I say that, it actually has a pretty decent saw pit potential. But if I go here, then we can get the incense. So we actually may make a bit of a decision. Everything's full. Yeah, okay. Let me unslot one of these temporarily. Throw a camel in here. And then we do want to forget these milestones as well. So right now this has got an empty slot, but I'll put the bonus in. That's going to be okay. This did unlock Ming from having 8 resources in 1 settlement. Oh, how lovely. Maybe we do go up Ming into proper China? I don't know. So, oh yes. Yeah, we can totally do this settlement now. So I think my plan was to drop it there. Let me take another look at Settlerlands. Because we get fresh water, we get resources. That's why it's recommending it. Yeah, we don't get the biome because it's not a jungle one. That's fine. No, I think I really like this location. Lamb. Which completes this. Because we got a boost because we claimed 3 settlements, which count for double. So we've completed the militaristic golden age. I don't know if we'll take the golden age option, although it does generate a bunch of extra infantry, which is kind of swell. But generally speaking, just getting the legacy points is good. We also progress the crisis, which will unlock some crisis slots as well. Okay, let's drop this here and do some quickie purchases as well. This I'm almost certain is going to stay as a town. Although, is there any chance it might city? We got a bit of a border conflict over here. And border conflict here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to have enough tiles to really come through. Yeah, I can't... Spanning the rural tiles is actually a little tricky here, isn't it? I think I kind of have to put something down here. Maybe I just save my income for a tick. I guess I'd need 2 ticks for the villa. Okay, let me do that. Now, I want to slot in -6 on happiness in settlements with unfilled resource slots, because right now we all do, although this new settlement might not, but we're going to do that. I guess I will leave this in. The -6 happiness in towns is actually kind of a problem. Oh, hold on. The -6 happiness in cities is way more manageable. I'm going to drop suppressed local traditions. So even this is a larger unhappiness boost per thing. I think our 2 cities are okay. I hate the minus influence, but it's not actually killing us. So I'm going to unslot one of the bonus resources. We'll put in the silk over here to keep you filled out, and then we can put this over here. So everything is full. No one's getting an happiness from an unfilled slot, which is great. Okay, a bit of a river flood over here. No repairs to do. Okay. Narrative choice. Roman Argentarius emerges from the baths, only to find that his clothes have been stolen. There's only one response to this offense: a curse tablet. Pulls out a stylus and a thin slab of lead. Is this like a... This is like a burn book or something? What is going on here? Thieves deserve ill health. Oh, okay. These are equivalent. I am making more culture than science. On the other hand, tactics leads to organized military. Yeah, you know what? I do want the culture acceleration because it's leading us to a settlement limit increase. No wonders to build. Nothing impressive over here. I wonder if there's another merchant thing to do. There's no... It'd be nice to have a trade screen. It'd be nice to have a few things. It'd be nice to have a trade screen to confirm whether or not we are using up all our current trade routes to someone. Of course, I could also spend some influence to just gain an extra trade route somewhere. It's a book of grudges more than anything, right? Book of grudges. That's... I'm like, there's some sort of reference that I want to hit. Maybe I'll build a saw pit. It's only going to take 1 turn. Why not? I think I'll build it maybe out... I don't want to put it in somewhere without an ageless thing. And this ageless thing is sort of a lie. And if I'm going to build a woodcutter, then I don't want to put it over my trees. So I guess I'll put it here. I'm just a little... Some things get bonuses being next to mountains. This will actually be a double mountain. So, okay, then I'll put it here, which is next to a resource slot. But I'll leave the double mountain slot open maybe for something else. Okay, Neapolis is on the brink of revolt. It is unhappy. It's only unhappy by 1. Let's... Okay, I was going to save up... I think it told me 9 turns. I think that's the default. I'll wait 1 turn and I'll build the other building. Yeah, and then you've also got the 9 turns. We're going to work on it. Well, actually, Madio, who's unhappy, I will put a Legatus inside you. Or vacuum up these units and then just park there. Where's my other one? My other one's over here. How's Ostia doing? Okay, I'll leave it there. I'm going to prioritize buying a happiness building in Neapolis. Another settlement put downtown nearby.
Those who delight to attack and to display their valor.
I think I'm okay with what we're running. Oh, yeah. Napoleon went and expanded here. That's fine. Neopolis, you can get a little happiness over there. You definitely need quite a few improvements, and your quarry's been busted. Oh, possibly because of your revolution. Okay. Tell you what, you're at 0 right now, but let me prioritize purchasing the villa for you. What's our best thing that we can get out of it? A 3-2, so it doesn't seem to matter where we put it down. Yeah, there's no adjacencies regardless. If I do that, it will expand to this watering hole. No, none of it matters. Okay, so we'll put it there, and I've got enough to repair your quarry at least. And the granary, that's good. Okay, so that's all been fixed up. Lovely. And your happiness is positive. Good. Choose a civic. We need organized military for +1 settlement limit, which will help our happiness everywhere, because you're getting 5 unhappiness for every point you're over. So we got -10 everywhere right now. We're managing, but it'd be nice to fix that. I don't think I care about the ancient walls or granary here in Rome, so I'm just going to run research initiative. Yeah, I'm fine with that. And, ooh. Okay, let me pull this out and then not run that. There we go. Because we get massive unhappiness for not filling these slots right now. You're going to go over there. Yeah, grudges about copper get set in stone. Mm-hmm. One day, I have been to the British Museum before. I think that's where that tablet is. But I don't know if I knew about it way back then, because that was a long time ago. Essentially, when did we go to the British Museum? That's for like one of our anniversary trips. Was it like for our 15-year anniversary? This is a while ago, I think. Oh, yeah, repair this. In fact, insta-repair this, please. Maybe I should have saved the money for Neapolis. I don't know. Gardens. We can get some +6 garden spots and the baths. Yeah, we're going to be obsoleting this stuff in a second anyway, so let me just put it here for now. Sparta about to settle on the border resource you want. Yeah, maybe. Repair this plantation. Kind of want Medio to grow. It's going to grow next turn, so I'm going to claim that. It's not going to settle. I don't think there's a legal settlement spot over here. It's too close to any of the cities. So it's not about settling. I'm mostly worried about Napoleon here claiming this tile. But we'll claim it next turn. For some reason, when foreigners visit the British Museum, they feel right at home. Hey-oh! Your happiness is fine, not remarkable, but fine. I think what we'll do is just grab the marble. And I think I'm going to specialize this town now. So, I mean, we should give thought to these others, right? But what? Okay, clearly I don't need a fort town right now. Although, yeah, I have to say, if it's a border town and we're in active war, that is some value. Quarters, we have... These are in the same place, so I think this would count as 1 quarter, and that would be it, which is something. But yeah, we can get tons of food. And the mining town, so this just converts to money, if you've got a bunch of mines, which you don't. Trade outpost ain't bad, though, right? Especially with these events, +2 happiness for each resource tile in the town. That actually might be really valuable at this second, because then we would fix this happiness. On the other hand, I guess this is going to get worse. You know, maybe it's not a bad idea. Okay, so I'm just going to expand here, just to make sure we don't lose out on the wool. Oh, are you cranky? You are. Oh, here, queue up this repair. Yeah, we're going to switch next age regardless. So, but I guess there is something maybe to be said about running this, just to make sure we don't run into happiness problems over here. Although... I don't think it's going to be an issue, because we're about to raise our settlement limit. We can't always build an altar here. No, I'm gonna go for Farming Town. And we're going to send food to 2 places here, maybe? No, just the one, Rome. Okay, that's fine. Oh, there we go. Pushing forward. Okay. I don't think we've got another Wonder Queued. We actually... This might not be the greatest stage transition of all time. All right, let's hook up the wine. Okay, I can probably eat the unhappiness in the capital. Now, and yeah, we got the wine. We have quite a lot of this. Look at this. So we're currently sitting at plus 10 extra happiness in the capital. And more culture and celebration. Thank you very much, wine. That's really good. The sheep does give happiness. I mean, these are good. I think Athens, I think we're going to fix your happiness. Happiness and production. I do have actually enough slots. Here, hold on. Oh, this is locked. Never mind. I thought it was unlocked. Brickyard, we could buy this and it would give us money, but I'm not sure it would pay itself back before the end of the age for Ostia. And, well, I guess I still need you to grow a little bit more. Okay. Probably the worst age transition game we're able to view. Yeah, because I think, I think all my other age transitions so far have been, like, I think I've tripled in 2 categories in each of them. It could still happen. Economic, all we need to do is slot in a little bit more with 20. Are we at 15 right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's 14. And because I've got 5 more to go. If we get one more resource, we can definitely get it there with the camels. But we need 1 more resource to slot in, and then yeah, we can hit double triples. Mm-hmm. Okay. The Argentarius awaits his clothing return in vain. The thief has kept his possessions. The bereft Roman finally gathers his toys and heads to the shops. As he passes the baths, another option occurs to him. Lost clothing offers a chance at new fashions. Lose 25 gold, but get 100 culture. It's a couple turns worth of culture. It's not bad. Or free clothes are apparently available in baths. Give me 200 gold, but minus 50% happiness for few turns. I'm not going to take the happiness hit, so we'll do this. And tell you what, I will pop out a merchant. I'm not sure there's another trade route available, but if we can sneak in another resource. Oh, there's someone here. Wow. If we can sneak in an extra resource through trade, that would be great. You like bereft? It is a good word, isn't it?
Truly brave, never boast.
And then we can get our arenas down for places that are unhappy. I'm going to get the sheep because it's a bonus resource and we know we can place it anywhere. Oh, you know what? Himiko, yes, let's run this for plus 3 happiness per turns. Only in cities, but it's still going to be okay. And now, if I want to maybe... Oh, you're pillaged in Athens. I was going to say get the codices up. Wow, yeah, that's a lot of pillaging. Athens, okay, you're not currently unhappy. Tell you what I'm going to do. So you're building the basilica. I'm going to purchase for you. No, I'm not because I can't afford it. I'm going to queue for you an arena. How much does it cost to purchase the arena? We could buy it for you in a couple of turns, although we probably have to buy other things. Let me purchase the repair on the barracks. I'm going to purchase your library as well. And then we're going to queue up the arena. Over here for the 5 happiness. Okay. Celebration. You know what? I don't think I want the food right now. I'm going to take the production towards buildings. Well, I'm not even producing buildings in Rome. No, never mind. That would be silly. I guess I'll slot this in as a tradition. Yeah. Okay. Okay, and then if I go, hold on. Unslot one of these. Camel, camel, blam, 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 and blam. There we go. Maxed out. Maxed out. We'll probably still manage tier 2 over here. I don't know if we'll see. Maybe in culture, maybe we can sneak in a wonder unlock that we can build real quick. We will see. All right, you're giving me a bonus next round, which is nice to see. Anything I want to suggest here? I don't know if I need the military collaboration. Yeah, I think we'll chill. We can keep our things open to see what else people have to offer. One thing we need to make sure to grab is any remaining settlement boosters left before the end of the age, because we do get to carry those forward. What do we unlock? Conscription? I don't think... I wonder if conscription would save us money. I think it's about even. Okay, let's just run with it. Oh, +1 legion. All right, cool. Thank you. Where was this growth? Oh, that's here. All right, Knossos, I probably am going to city you. So you actually you will benefit quite a lot from these production boosters, even though it's not doing anything right now. Let's do this, expand towards this iron. Is anyone currently unhappy? No. Okay, good. It helps that we just fix some of our city limit. And then over here... Yeah, I don't think that we've got any other settlement limit boosters. I wonder if anyone's built Emily Bell. Yeah, that is a good idea. If I go here, view hidden, and look for... Okay, that might just be a slot limitation. Emily Bell. So I think it wouldn't be in here if someone had built it. So let's see. 2 turns to research. And it gives us an attribute point, which is always nice. Let's see if we can sneak that in. Quill, does this still feel like Civ game from what I've seen of 4, 5, 6? It seems very different. Well, let me tell you, someone's made a transition from 4 to 5. This actually seems less dramatic than the transition from 4 to 5. When I first sat down, so I went to the Firaxis headquarters a few months before release, and I got to sit down and play a demo, and then I got a preview code at some point, again, fairly early, and I sat down, and the first game felt weird. By the time I finished my first game, it just 100% felt like Civ. It just feels 100% like Civ at this point. It was weird the first time, and now it's like, yep, nope, it's all good. Okay, we'll just queue up this arena, I think. 1/6 slot over here, or actually just here. Yeah, this is adjacency giving. I'll build it here. It's the best slot for this building specifically. I'll move down to here and then try to do another lookout. There we go. So we can actually see that settlement. And yet we have nowhere to do a trade to. We don't have trade range to Shamron. Now, is that just from here? No, I think that's in general. Even if I sent you here, you're just out of range of any other of my settlements. Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll move you to Knossos and see if maybe Knossos is a road that it would like to build somewhere. Actually, are you cutting through Neapolis? No, not exactly, but... Okay. That was my 2 mountain adjacent tile, yep. Which, saving that is fine. I don't think I'm saving influence or anything right now. So sure, I'll accept this. Because I already boosted the, sorry, not this one. Boosted this one, which is going to arrive in 4 turns, which should, might not be before the end of the age. It would be nice just for like maybe a one-time, but it might not matter anymore, actually. Let's put you at the C. We saved it for the next stage. Yeah, but it's just going to be an obsolete slot. We'll put something else on top of it. I mean, unless it's something that gets conflict in total from things, but it's not like this is locked as an ageless building. So, honestly, it might not matter because I don't think we'll finish it before the end of the age, but... Legion, why did you wake up? Or did I walk you over here? I might have just walked you over here. Oh, this is the one I got for free. Can you not reinforce? Is this army full? No. Oh, I was going to say, I can probably slot these back in, first of all. Now, I didn't get a pop-up because I'd already... Oh, we need 1 more codex. Are we about to get one? Engineering's not going to finish in time. The fastest way for us to get a codex right now is currently to research military training, which I don't think is going to happen either. Age transition happened fast. Oh, yeah, this camera is positioned for where I have it for Disco Elysium. Maybe over here it'll be better for the tooltips? Let me know. You know, I can drop Oratory for a second. Let me run that just in case that gets us to... I can get Mysticism, which doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be anything more for us before the end of this age. So, actually, I should probably just save up my influence and my gold for the next era at this point. You've never heard that term before. What term, Aspera? We talking about bereft or something else? Yeah, you can build a road. And these don't transition to the next era. That's interesting. I couldn't build it from Rome to Knossos, but I can build it this way, which I will, because I kind of want a faster transport route over here. That seems okay to me. Yeah, the New Wonder, which we would like to do in Athens, but I don't think is going to happen either. Right, like, let's say I attempted this and put it at the top. Like, it's not gonna finish in time. Oh, in a nutshell. You've never heard it verb before. Oh, you can... Wait, someone said you nutshelled it or something? Yeah, that would be different. Oh! Yep, I'm going to accept this. So they're clearly having huge unhappiness problems. Now, this is going to raise our settlements right now, but there's not enough left to the age for us to lose anything to a rebellion right now. And yeah, is there any chance we can build the Mundio? I mean, no, we're not going to finish it before the age, so it doesn't matter. And... So here I'm not really concerned about which tile I get so much as maybe just claiming. Yeah, although this seems like kind of the winning one to grab some territory there. We'll start researching citizenship, but it's not going to matter. Katana's complaining, but we're obviously not lasting 10 turns, so it doesn't make a difference. This doesn't make a difference either. Yep. I mean, people aren't happy because our settlements, we've got a bunch of them, but that's going to be okay because we're going to get 4 extra settlement limit going into the next era. And as per usual... all my settlement limit is basically being used on my own continent itself. In fact, I might still want to go and settle here in the next era. So I don't tend to do that much distant lands things. But we will see. Tell you what, let's do a little hard save over here before we do the age transition. Because that's always nice. In case we forget to maybe check our mementos, for example. That would be annoying. Yes, we got Jedit down here, which I think is swell. What a lovely little place. I mean, your noun, verbing your noun. I do like verbing nouns. For example, verbing. We got some trade opportunities. None of this matters. Welcome, age transition. What turn was that? 130. Okay. We did. I was amazed we did 88 turns on our first session last Wednesday. That's crazy by itself for me. And we did a war in that, which slows things down.
Fortune. Roman merchants were as well-traveled soldiers, creating a web of goods that...
It's interesting, it's telling us the economy one, even though the first one we did, and the one that arguably we have the most points in because the extra cities, although we did overflow an extra economy later on, was the military. I don't know if it just picks at random from one of the ones you did or what, but... Okay. Transition. As a new player, would you recommend 6 or 7? You know what? It's interesting. Okay, currently, there's still some things we're hoping get kind of fixed up and cleaned up a little bit with 7. Although, Firaxis has been patching things very quickly, and that's been impressing me a lot. So part of me is like, well, something like 6 is quite stable. I have to say, I feel that as a new player experience, Civ 7 might be a little bit easier. But the other thing I'm going to say is if you're new to the Civ franchise in general, one of the things you might want to look at is just maybe what you can pick up for cheap. For example, Civ 5, still excellent. If you can pick one of those up on like a deep discount, sometimes, you know, at this point, because they're a little bit older, sometimes they get, a huge sale that goes on. That might even be the way to go. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough to say. 6 only because you can get the game and all the DLC on sale for a great price right now. And yes, that's a big incentive. Like, just out of curiosity, I'm only going to check Steam, although there's other great websites to double check. Okay, currently on Steam, Sim 6 isn't on sale. So you keep an eye on some of those things, but you keep an eye on some of the other websites too. So it's hard to say because they are a little bit different. The nice thing about, you know, there's a whole subreddit for patient gamers, right? Who are like, we don't buy anything, it's at least a year old, if not more so. Is at that point, you've got games that got all the patches, all the expansions, DLC, and everything like that in place, which is nice. Okay, we did unlock Ming. What's their deal? Plus 50% science in the capital. Minus 15 science per turn for each social policy, but not tradition slotted. I don't think I've chosen Ming yet. I probably should. I kind of dig the idea of going Ming. It's interesting, it's not highlighted as... It's not one of the free ones that we get as Trung Trac. Even though geographically she was active in Japan, and there was some... Like, she's Japanese, right? But I think there was cultural crossover stuff with China. I can't remember. I read her history. No! Sorry. I'm getting confused with Himiko. Ignore me. Ignore me. I am on all the drugs. Spain's interesting because you can only unlock it by losing a city and then reclaiming it, or settlement, I should say. So you don't always have the chance to get Spain. She's Vietnamese. Ving is funny because you can potentially get worse with more policies. Yeah. Now, again, this is social policy, not traditions. So we'd really want to focus on the traditions as much as possible. It's tricksy. It's very tricksy. I do like the merchant. The Great Wall is interesting because it's a unique improvement that you have to build online. It does give you a crap ton of culture. It'd be a fun project. I mean, it's not minus 15%. It's minus 15 flat, which does matter less at the end of the age. But yeah, I agree. It's not great feeling. I really don't think we need to go on a conquest spree. Like, that's the thing. If I ever get through the Antiquity Age and I've built fairly tall and I didn't expand, I'm only getting through with, like, 4 settlements or something like that, then picking one of these strongly militaristic ones in the next age feels good. But I've got all the cities that I kind of need right now. We do have a lot of mountains. The terrace farms is an insane amount of food. It's quite specific because rough terrain adjacent to a mountain is very specific. But that is pretty strong. Does militaristic have more settlement cap? No, these are just keywords that are like a hint as to what they are. As far as I know, these don't actually do anything in and of themselves. The Normans. I do like the embark bonuses, kind of nice. And they do get some cool stuff. The Mott and Bailey buildings, happiness and culture, very good. And then you get a free unit whenever you complete this, which is great. What does Chola do? Someone asked. Oh, they're not unlocked, so I'm not even looking at them. But +1 trade from improved trade relations actions, so you get lots of extra trade routes, which is nice. I do like Norman buildings. We have been there before. All right, what do you think? Speak now in chat. Inca, Majapahit, which all cities get, except the capital, get +1 specialist limit. Insanely good. We do also get our unique. Although I did just play this in my YouTube campaign. Ming is interesting. We do tend to have more science in our capital. I haven't actually played Ming. A lot of people are calling for Inca. The terrace farm is cool. You know what? I think maybe we should play Ming. Because I haven't, and I might not always, because this might feel awkward. But we did unlock a lot of social policies. We got them all, and we're going to make sure to focus on that as much as possible. Oh yeah, before we choose this, we should double check our mementos. Lindian line, so this would give us 400 gold at the start of the age. I'm not convinced I need these, and I definitely don't think I need the Colada and Tizona. If anything, what I'd probably like is either expansionist, which makes it a lot easier to run a bunch of settlers, or specialists, or diplomacy, or in fact, both. Because I do like converting these city-states. Like, I'm wondering about this for just a point in each of these categories. I mean, these are great if I know I'm going to get the suzerainship. Walking Stick's interesting, because if we get the military buildings in our capital, they'll get the +50%. Convert city-states would be fun. I mean, are you talking about one of these things? I mean, I'm diplomacy because it does help with some of that. Like, it's kind of the vibe I think I'm going with. I think I'm going with these two. I'm going to say, growth rate in cities for every specialist is kind of nuts. Actually... You know what? I think I'll do this. I'll do Treaty of Kadesh and Brush and Scroll. I think I like this. And yeah, we'll go Ming. Shake things up. It does max out, but max out at +25% growth, which is a sick bonus. Keeping offered Inca, not taking... Did I only take Inca in my... private games? Maybe that was it. Because in my head, I'm like, no, I've played Inca before. But yeah, I guess I haven't actually played it in a YouTube or stream campaign. But I also haven't played Ming, so. In Inca, I gotta be honest, does feel pretty easy to get. Like, I think I've unlocked Inca basically every time because I think you only need like 3 mountains in your city borders. And that seems to happen fairly easily. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Our infantry unit has a range attack, so we don't need archers. That's actually kind of cool. Hey Quill, I remember years and years ago you did a Civ 5 playthrough where as long as you were positive happiness, you would expand. You remember which civilization you used for that? Was it like a, in Civ 5, was it like a Mayan infinite city spam sort of build? It may have been that. I don't know. Jolly Roger, one thing you got to remember about the internet is everything is either the absolute worst or the absolute best with no nuance in any way whatsoever between them. Jolly Roger says, I haven't seen any of this game, but these age changes seem horrible from everything I've read about it. No, here's the thing. First of all, the people who hate the ages are going to be the ones who are most loud about it. There's plenty of people who are like, oh, this seems fine. And there have been lots of comments from people saying, wow, the age transition stuff is a lot better than I expected. I actually do think I enjoy it. I think it really breaks things up from everything feeling constantly the same. It makes the game feel different 3 times, well, sort of 3 times or 2 times, if we're talking about the transitions, 2 times over the course of the game, the way the game plays feels a little bit different. I have found the fun in it. Now, part of it is also because if I want to play a game of Civ, and on one particular day, I'm like, I don't want to deal with an age transition, then I can play 4, 5, or 6 for different reasons. All right, let's choose our legacies. So I like to go one category at a time. We got 3 points over here in economic. Our golden age, Silk Roads, I did forget we could have unlocked this. So all your cities from the previous age remain cities. We only have 2 cities. And obviously our capital stays where it is. So this really just gives us 1 extra city. One way to think about this is it's saving you 200 gold. For me to turn Athens back into the city would cost me 200 gold. The other way to think about this is if you're going to make a lot of cities, because the cost increases, it sort of saves you the cost of like the last city you put down. So like maybe it saves you like 1,000 gold or more, because I think it can go up with the ages. Mostly I think of it as saving me money at the start, because that tends to be where it's more important, but that is a possibility. Plus 5 gold for every trade route in antiquity. I think I had 5 trade routes, right? I mean, I definitely didn't only have 1, like, because I'm seeing here plus 5, I'm like, so 5 gold, but I definitely didn't have just 1 trade route. Did I have 5? In which case 25 gold per turn is a pretty good little boost. That's interesting. So yeah, 25 gold, if I pop out, like, it's not an infinite amount, but it ain't bad. Now, if I'd realized, and I didn't know until near the very end of the age that I was going to max out economic, I might have considered going ahead and paying for have Knossos turned into a city, because then I would carry over 3. I think plus 5 parentheses is what you'll actually be getting in total, but that's insane because I had multiple trade routes. I'd maxed out my trade routes. I had 1 trade route to each one of my neighbors. And I think I'd improve trade with 1. It must be, I mean, I guess what we could do is we could do a safety save and see. No, there's no way I had only 1 trade route. So this must be giving me 25 gold, which I think I will do. And then we'll take an economic attribute point. I still have a wild card. Military, we would get 4 extra units. Sure, that's fine. Fealty is obviously the greatest thing. So we're going to do that. And I think I'm going to take 2 expansionist points. It doesn't show both here, but you can see if I cancel, there's still another one there. Oh, no, I'm going to take 1. I didn't realize I was spending my wild card. Under cultural, okay, under science, okay. Well, we're at least going to do this, and under cultural, I think I will take the diplomatic point, which means I'll be getting 2. I think I might invest in another one. And really flip these cities. Looks like you had 3 active trade routes, and from this it looks like you only had 1 active trade route. It's weird. I don't understand how many we've got. No, I'll spend my wild card on expansionist. It's pretty good. Okay, let's lock that in. I don't know how much gold I just got. I didn't get plus 25, but I don't think I also got plus 5. I don't think it was at 111. had plus 100. So I had 110, so I got 7 gold, which doesn't make any sense. Unless I did just get 5 gold, then I've got a multiplier from one of the resources. How could I possibly have only had 1 trade route in the end? You thought I had 102. Some people thought they had 112. If I had 102 plus 5 would make sense. Isn't it plus 1 per? No, it's saying plus 5 per. I mean, plus 1 gold per trade route was terrible. I don't understand, because I literally, I had a merchant who literally couldn't start a trade route because I was maxed out with everyone. Yeah, I did say 4 extra city limits. Here's the thing. I'm wondering, we're going to see what happens next turn. They could have gotten plundered by rebels, maybe. 110 from YouTube. Okay. Here's the thing. So your base settlement limit. I also got the +2 from the policy. Yeah, so I don't know. We're going to wait until next turn. Some things reset between turns and recalculate. So sometimes the first turn is like weird and unclear. Anyway, I want influence, and I want 50% more influence towards befriending independence. Bam. So that's a lot cheaper to befriend independence. Is going to be great. Economic, we'll just take the +1. Expansionist, we're going to take... It's tough here because I really like the population of towns, but the growth rate in cities is also amazing. Maybe what I'll do is I'll put down 2 points over here because I don't really... The yield in town is actually still nice, but then I think what I'll do is start down the left branch because the specialist stuff is great, but it's going to be a while before we stack a lot of specialists. So I think I'm going to go here and here for the +1 pop. And then scientific, we'll take that. Okay. We're going to grow this town. And you are going to stay as a town. I think what we'll do is we'll grow here, then we'll pick up the whales next turn, and then pick up the jade. No new resource to be spotted, but I think what I'll do is I'll just sort of expand outward here, make sure to claim lots of tiles, and that's a good one to get. So Athens... Oh yeah, hold on. How do I change my capital? Where's that option? Did I miss it already? Because here's the thing. I don't remember where that was coming up. Oh, there we go. The money went up. There we go. Oh, yeah. Loading a city screen and leaving. I must be getting +25. It's the only possible explanation. Oh, I missed it on the legacy picks. I should probably do that. Let me reload. Hang on a sec. I think it's like the mementos. Like swapping the mementos. I always miss it. So we went from 110 to 138. So I think that was probably the +25 and some other modifiers kicking in.
And lead the people into a prosperous future.
So I remember like my first couple of games seeing it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I really like the idea, the theme of turning the capital, because it also renames it. Okay. Choose legacies. Oh, now I remember what the issue is. It's because I'm always doing these sub-filters now, and I'm not just looking at this. Yeah. Okay, let's have Athens, which Athens I do want to stay as a city, so we're going to do this. And apparently it's going to keep Rome as a city, which is great. We get 1 freebie. Okay, so there's no reason not to do that because it's free. There we go. Okay, let me repeat what I was doing. So I'm still going to do this, and then the economic point. I'm going to take the settlement limit, an expansionist point. I'm going to take, with my 1 freebie, I'm going to diplomatic, and over here a scientific, and with the wild card, I was going to take another expansionist point. So I think that's exactly what I did last time. I'm using one little mod for basically these tooltips here, and I will be looking into another tooltip mod soon. There we go. So that's flipped. So what's very important is that it's in Yingtian that we're going to be getting plus 50% science. So we're going to want to make sure to optimize science here. Do I want to quickly rush out a settler? No, I think if I'm going to put out a settler, it's probably going to be on an island. We can get a decent stone cutter here now, so I think that's worth doing. Do we have a tile with an ageless building? There we go. There's a saw pit over here, so I'm going to put double ageless, because ageless buildings don't get adjacencies. We don't want a building here that could take specialists and then be disappointed. I'm going to respend this. Influence, +1. So this is just giving me a little bit of gold. Here, and then here, and then there. And then all our towns are growing because they all get the +1 population boost. So we're going here. No Reese's yet. We're just going to go and put down a fishing boat. And it's quite nice here. There's no resources to push towards. What's the city center? 1, 2. Oh, I could, yeah, hang on. Let me expand here so that we will be able to get the incense. Although the incense is kind of the weakest resource. I don't really care generally. There's a time for it. Well, let's get the silver because we might need to purchase units as an emergency button. And yeah, there's nowhere to kind of push. So we'll do this. You might not have a fishing key yet. Well, we'll see. Knossos, I still think you might turn into a city, so I'm wondering about grabbing the tiles that it's going to have production and stuff. Plus, it's got some happiness, which is nice. Where's the city center here? Right there. Okay, so if I expand here, we can get that. Commander has promotions available. Does it really? Oh, I remember. Was I saving it for this? Oh, no, it's not. I definitely want to go and finish this here to give you the +5 combination. Absolutely. Over settlement cap? No, not. That's been reset, so that's fine. Okay, let me do my cities first. So this will be my cap. This will be the science booster. What I'll do is this. And this. And yeah, these don't matter. But maybe what I'll do, you're making more culture here. So yeah, I'll put the silks here. But otherwise, we're going to boost our capital a fair bit. The incense doesn't matter right now. So we can show towns, although I might still want to slot these into my cities. They're happening. Oh, and the production. See, production is, in my opinion, worth much more in cities and villages because we can use the production as production instead of converting the production into gold and operating at a bit of a loss. Medio doesn't have a lot of food, so I'm going to put the fish in there. And then happiness doesn't matter where it goes because everywhere's got positive happiness. Although Rome could maybe use a little bit of a buffer. Mostly we're just contributing to our global happiness right now. Okay, in terms of tech progression, I feel like I want to go astronomy first because we can get observatory to get a little bit more science. I mean, we need cartography to be able to put a settler in the ocean, but we don't have the settlement limit yet. Although a wharf is really good for the food, but I think I'm going to go for the science side first. Gristmill, sawmill, these are all excellent too. No denying that, of course. And either way, astronomy plus machinery gets us to heraldry, which does unlock our unique unit. In terms of civic research, part of me thinks we should probably make sure to unlock as many traditions as possible because we're heavily incentivized to run maximum traditions here as China, or as Ming, sorry, because we get penalized for running the social policies, but not traditions. So let's get 9 garrisons, which also unlocks our Great Wall. And then, yeah, so right now we only have these. Let's go Latinitas, yes. And Princeps for some production. And part of me does really wonder if... Oh, we do have... Oh, that's unlocking our Tier 2 version. I am thinking we might need to go and very rapidly get out a few extra military units early, because the problem is the AI gets a certain minimum amount of units carried over, a bunch of things get reset, and the AI tends to really like... If it's going to declare a war, it usually does it at the start of an age. So I kind of want to get a few extra military units immediately. Yeah, this unhappiness warning is incorrect. Things have been updated since then. So, if anyone's going to declare war on me, from these guys, okay, it would be great to restart. No, I want to save my influence from city-states. Yeah. I don't know if Ostia is going to be as much threatened as much as some other places. I think Medio is a decent place because Napoleon might come there. He's the only one that really shares a border with me. Like, she also hates me, but she's much further away. I mean, she might come at me from Appalachia, for example. So maybe Ostia is a good place to leave this. And Medio, I might want to get one more and park it in Meccan. Yeah, maybe I'm fine with this. Okay, just go into alert mode. Same thing with you. And then the loose units, I'm going to reposition you slightly. I'm not as worried about barbarian ships in this age. And we can always respond to things happening. And you stay there. Okay. That's fine. Maybe I don't even need an extra military unit. Although it'll still dissuade them from starting something. Maybe I should just get the stonecutter. in with the brickyard, another ageless building. Okay, you know what? I'll do that. And let me cancel this from the queue outright. I'm not actually feeling as threatened as I might be in a normal one. We do start with a cog somewhere. We're supposed to start the exploration of the cog, unless it shows up in the second turn. That's possible. All right. I love me my food. Although the gold with plutocracy is awesome. And this is only culture, although that's still good. I'm a food addict. What is this? People have long-standing traditions and philosophies against despotism will not be in their nature to accept a king. Advisors say it's urgent to find some way of reassuring them. Place the crown on ceremonial statue, +1 influence on specialist in our new capital, +1 influence in cities. Okay, well this is just going to be, well, 2, 3, maybe 4 influence over the course of these ages. This is going to be a lot more influence. We're definitely going that way. Oh, there's my cog. And the city-states are back. Yep. Okay, cool. I think with the cog, I don't think you're going to find much out here. Although, actually, there's some... Oh, this is all navigable. Wow. I was surprised. Because, I mean, it was pathing through here because of the fog of war. I assumed there was ocean. But it turns out there is actually just coast here that we can navigate without being really slow and taking a bunch of damage. That's beautiful. Yeah, so did we not carry over our settlement ticks from the previous age? Or did we also? Because I thought it added 4 going into the next era, and we did take the social, or the tradition that gave us an extra +2. Or do we not carry over the tech like we thought we did? I mean, I'm not sure. Or did Rome have some extras that we lost? Hang on, there may have been something like that. I might have had some more... Yeah, because I thought it was 8 in exploration, and we took the tradition for +2, but I also thought that the one thing that carried over... And again, this is not really explained anywhere, but it's what people had sort of figured out in that Reddit post I did the video about. That any settlement limits increased from like tech or civics or whatever did carry forward. But maybe Rome had a built-in one that we lost? I don't know. We'll have to do some more checks. Heavy archer, you're gonna chill over there. And... yeah, just sort of generally keep moving forward here. And I think I will want an extra military commander. Okay, we got tons of money. Let's consider what we might want to spend it on. Okay, it's early enough in the age. The stonecutter, okay, would add up. So let's do that. Because again, the production here just gets turned into money. Unless what I should do... Oh, what was this? That's a pretty good stonecutter. Unless what I should do is actually consider buying things in my cities that might boost them. But there's not really much to accelerate that way. The other thing that could be considered is plopping things down with the idea that's going to push out the borders. This lumber mill is not going to be a very good value site over here, because I'm just going to farm the hell out of this place. So let's do that. Yeah, do I have enough to start befriending? That's actually an excellent question. Okay, it's 227, so we're very close. We'll get it next turn, we'll get that started, because we do have the discounts going on for it. All these tiles seem mostly equivalent. This has got slightly more food, and we'll claim some more borders, so we'll go there. Oh, I had enough money to turn Knossos into a city, which is actually what I should have probably done. Now we'll have to wait for some more cash again. Over here, I think we might have the backtrack. No, we don't. Wow, this is quite the little ridge we can travel. No land to settle. Sorry, listen, this sounds great. And I would love to invest in a better relationship with you as early as possible. But I do want to start befriending things. So I'm going to do this one just on the basis that it's closest right now. Why not? Oh, did I pass by a shipwreck? God, I'm bad at... Dude, nice hat. I'm bad at spotting the shipwrecks. My next cosplay? Did we miss? Yeah, I don't think there's any highlighting for it. Right there. Thank you. Harvest crabs. Okay, 80 food and 200 gold to our capital. Or production. Ooh, that's tough to answer. You know what? I will take the gold. And the food for the growth is nice. Okay. This bazaar. Yeah, 6 adjacency is pretty good. We got a couple of different places for it. Sure. Let's build you. Nosos should still be... Oh, it's 500. Okay. No, let's go and turn into a city. Cool, princess confirmed. All right. Admittedly, not very impressive buildings, but the stonecutter production will definitely pay off over here. And yeah, let me go and replace one of these farms. Its own food production. More interested in production. I think it's too early for the specialist because we don't actually have any... This would just be the base specialist yield, which is not the most impressive. The stonecutter, which is going to give us bonus to our mines, so I think I'll expand to the mine first. And yeah, the incense doesn't matter right now, so I'm not going to bother. Oh yeah, we could move towards the iron and ivory. Hey, first celebration already. Nice. We're not producing military, and neither one of these matters, but I guess we'll slot one in. Here, just in case we decide to start producing. We're going to settle there, or chill there. So we popped that, we took a little bit of damage, that's fine. Yeah, if your keen elven eyes spot any more ocean sea goody huts, let me know, because I am so bad at seeing them. And yeah, we're actually making a good amount of influence. I mean, it's neutral to everyone simultaneously, right? I think. I'm not entirely sure that's true. I'm hoping that you're not about to get burned down, because that would be awkward AF. Let's start on a 7-point... Yep, bazaar over here. Quadruple adjacency. That's going to be a great specialist slot later. Wow. I guess if I'm concerned, I could go and sit a unit inside the city. Inside the settlement. Because then no one else would be able to stand there and tear it down. I'm going to rest this cog. Fudge! Probably was hostile because it was so close. Oh, did we get our points refunded for that? It's been canceled. Yeah, maybe we get our points refunded. I don't know if I realized that, and that is pretty good. I guess I might prioritize the science first. Clear war. Yeah, maybe. Maybe that would have been the return. Okay, so we'll go here, grab the whales, work our way towards that jade. Where's the city center here? Yeah, there's not... yeah, we can't reach any more resources, which is fine. So we'll just run it for whatever it's worth, which is just going to be one of these food happiness tiles. Sure. Medio, do you have a granary? You don't yet. We should definitely get one down. Let me build one here, because we're not going to be building mines there. Okay. You can specialize already. How come this granary is generating 3 food? It's a +1 base, +1 on food farms, like +1 food on farms, pastures, and plantations. It doesn't have any of those. I'm not aware of any adjacency from city center bonus to granaries. Probably the same reason the brickyard. Maybe the warehouse buildings have a base 2 all the time. But no, I'm sure some granaries, at least in the ancient era. Maybe is it just do the ageless buildings just get an automatic +2 as you advance the age? Maybe they do. I don't know. That's weird though. We're gonna keep expanding you though, because at the very least we need you to expand to the jade. All right, you're fully repaired. So head to here, please. If they get better than by age, then the base yield should be updated. Coliseum can either give +2 production. I'm going to go for the happiness because, I mean, production is beautiful, but getting happiness screwed is hard and bad. I don't think I'm going to bother with the saw pit here. So I think I'm going to do a... Our science is a little bit lacking right now. I'm going to do a little research initiative in our capital. Or I could build more military units. I could also... Okay, I do want one more military commander. Hold on. I do want one more military commander. I could do that. I could prep a settler. We don't really have... I mean, we could... You know, our limit is fine. We could eat the limit and settle over here. Part of me does want to focus on distant lands a little bit more, and we haven't spotted any yet, and I don't think we can even send our civilians across the sea. Yeah, let me get one more army commander. Ooh, there will be land here, though. Okay, so we'll do that. Can't move any further this turn anyway. Take the damage. Yeah, so okay, so I did manage to save you, so let me just come back over there and hope these guys don't also get whacked. Oh, rough seas damage, but that's okay. Now, one of the things that is super not obvious, Goody Hut on the coast. And for a while, I was ignoring these. I'm like, okay, I'll have to send a military unit here at some point. No, if you're adjacent to a Goody Hut, or I think maybe an undefended independent village, I'm not sure. But with your ships, you can do this, coastal raid. There you go. So, our options are A, breed faster dogs for food and gold to our capital, or a culture boost. I'm going to take the culture boost. Turn and a half worth of culture? Sure.
If we do not destroy our enemies, what are armies for?
+2 science in settlements with a garrison unit. Actually, that's going to be quite a lot for us right now. So I'm not producing military units. So let me go and do this. I actually have a unit in almost every settlement. I think what I'm going to do is make that explicit. You go there, you go there, you go there, and you're going down to Jedit, and I think Katana? We'll see. I might have sent 2 to 1 and left 1 somewhere else. Commander, tall and imposing, inspects the soldiers manning their post. They guard the precious Great Wall. We haven't built any yet, but sure. And will not move even in the most dire circumstances. Free commander promotion. District health recovery. Okay, permanently haven't... No, we're going to take the free commander promotion. I don't know if it picks our highest level one or what, but yeah. Gristmill Sawmill opens up a couple of useful buildings. Although, if we get cartography... Let me get cartography so we can start to settle overseas. For a civic, I'm going to do all the Ming civics first. Now, you don't open up any new policies. This does make the Great Wall better in settlements with a bank. Okay, so that's not going to be for a bit. +3 combat strength to range units adjacent to my unique. No, let's go and gold towards purchasing buildings in town. Hello! Science for each resource assigned to a city becomes +2 in cities other than your capital. Okay, that's actually kind of awesome. Mandarins receive 25 science when they use the create a road action, and +2 science and gold buildings, +2. No, okay, let's go with Elysia first. But yeah, we'll run all this. Hello, commander promotion. So what I'm going to do, since we already have this bulwark that we got for free previously, I'm going to go down the bastion route, because the idea is I want to go and get another commendation. The +1 radius is just going to help a lot in our warfare efforts. I guess I may as well rest you a tick before we go and explore anymore. How much influence did I need? 227. Okay, so we're going to start with you and hope you don't get ripped apart. You're going to chill here. Okay, it is 4 p.m. We are going to be wrapping things up for the day. I'm still having a lot of fun with this run. We are going to be giving a raid to Akisfalak because she is playing some more Disco Elysium, and I am definitely going to be watching her play. I'm very excited for that. Oh, you're talking about which religion you're picking. Commander radius is increased. Well, we don't know if it's bugged or intended. It increases the radius of the commander, but that radius doesn't increase the range at which you gain XP. Whether or not that's intended or not, I don't know. It's certainly the intuition based on everything else is that you gain XP within that commander radius, so you'd think you probably should, but whether or not that's intended, we don't know. It does work for spreading the buff out, but it is important to know that, yeah, you won't get experience for unit combat in that second ring from the commander. Does Ava find the Col de Mama Dakwa before you or not? We'll find out. I don't know. But this was a hell of a lot of fun. Thank you very much for coming out. Thank you for everyone contributing to the Whiskey and Chocolate Fund. I really, really appreciate that. I'm going to go and have a piece of chocolate right now, but not whiskey. I think I'm going to make some more tea because I'm parched. Let's rate a Kiss for Luck. Give her lots of love over on Twitch. And we're going to watch her play Disco Elysium. Keep no spoilers on her channel. She doesn't even really know her character's name yet. There have been some hints, but she doesn't even know that yet. So no spoilers on that. And I'll see you on Wednesday for more Civ 7. Bye-bye. And I'll make a Civ 7 video live right now on the channel.